Hello, I'm Dean Sweigard, Dean of the Herff College of Engineering, and I'd like to welcome you to the Herff College. I wish we had the opportunity to meet together face to face, but given our current pandemic situation, this is what we have to do. I do hope to see you in August at the beginning of the fall semester. We have some great Welcome Week activities planned. Don't know exactly what they'll look like yet, but looking forward to seeing you. If you came to campus sometime during your process of selecting a college, and if I had the opportunity to meet with you, I'm sure that I'd talk to you about the value of an engineering education. It is the best undergraduate education you can get to prepare you for your future career, regardless of what direction that takes you. It may be a traditional engineering career. It may lead you into business where you might become a leader in business. It can also lead you into medicine or law, government, public service, many different ways. I've seen graduates from engineering programs excel in all those fields. But there's one reason why people with an engineering degree are able to move forward in those fields, and that is because all engineering programs, regardless of what your major is, will teach you how to solve problems. And when we say solve problems, we don't just mean there's a problem and we should do something about it. What we mean is you will learn how to analyze the problem, how to break it down into its component parts, how to collect the needed data, how to formulate possible solutions and evaluate those solutions, select the optimal solution and implement it, and then once it's implemented, to monitor it and make improvements as necessary. So that's what's unique about an engineering education, and it will serve you well wherever your career takes you. Now, I will tell you that back many years ago when I was a freshman and I sat in an orientation meeting like this, some old guy like me would stand up in front of the students and say, look to the left, look to the right. One of you won't be here next year. And I kind of got the impression that they wanted to make sure that that was true. I would tell you that things have changed a lot since then. Our goal is for everyone to succeed and to graduate. And we believe that everyone has the capability of doing that. However, I will tell you that one thing that hasn't changed is engineering is not easy, and it's a challenging curriculum. So I want to give you a few rules, just 3 simple rules. They sound very basic, but believe me, not everyone follows them. But if you'll follow those rules, I'm sure that you will be successful in your endeavors at the Herff College of Engineering. First one is almost too obvious, but I need to say it, and that is you need to attend class. You think, well, of course I'll attend class. But things change a bit when you go to college. You're not usually at home. You don't have mom or dad to say, wake up, it's time to go to class. You have a lot of flexibility and a lot of freedom to do whatever you want. Some people use that freedom to waste time and not apply themselves as they should. So all the data shows that people that go to class do much better than people who don't. So the first rule is go to class. The second one is similar, but it's not quite as obvious, and that is you need to treat your engineering education as a full-time job, because that's what it is. You have friends maybe from high school that are not planning to go to college, and if they're fortunate enough to get a job at this time, they're going to be working 40 to 45 hours a week. You, on the other hand, will be going to class, and typically you'll have about 15 hours of class per week. But the rule of thumb is that for every hour you spend in class, you need to spend at least 2 hours outside of class preparing, doing homework, studying, reading, working on projects, all of those things that are necessary to succeed. So if you're in class for 15 hours and you're preparing outside of class for 30 hours, that's 45 hours a week. That's a full-time job. And if you treat it that way, I'm sure you'll be successful. Finally, one thing that you also need to do and keep in mind is at the first sign of a problem, get help. There are all kinds of resources on campus to help you, whether it's an academic problem, some kind of a social problem, a health problem, all those things are available. But if you don't take advantage of them, they're not going to do you any good. So how do you find the help that you need? Your first stop is your advisor, Ms. Betsy Lowe. She may not have the answer to all of your problems, but she knows where to find the answer, and she can help you get there. So go to class, treat your education as a full-time job, and get help at the first sign of a problem. If you do those things, I'm certain that you'll be successful. That's our goal. Our goal is not to flunk people out. Our goal is to help people succeed, because that's what we get rewarded for. We get rewarded when you're successful. So I look forward to seeing you in the fall, and wish you the best of the remainder of the summer. And goodbye. See you in August.